Hello. This is going to be on YouTube and Facebook. I'm on my way back to the gym because I've had a great mental day. Today, I just got a text message. Someone from Georgia just called me, and I told them I can't really talk right now. I was actually on the phone with another client, and the text message, her name is Tanya, so I thought that was cute, from Georgia. So I will give her a phone call back once I get off this Facebook Live. But I actually just listened to my video that I made this morning, and I really a lot of times I do not be aware of how much information that I really be dropping in my videos, because it just flows from me. I'm just talking or whatever, and I decided to re-listen to this video, and I'm like, man, I dropped a lot of knowledge. I dropped a lot of information in that video. And one thing that I do know, when you make so many videos, people do not listen to them slowly and with the intent to learn, nor do they replay. Because if they do those three things, listen to them slowly with the intent to learn. Hello, Ray, Alan, Charles, with the intent to learn. Thank you so much for the digital love. I love that digital love. It's all over the place. So thank you so much for the digital love. But if people will listen slowly with the intent to learn, right? Sometimes even replay, thank you for the digital love, and take some notes, you would get so much out of my free information. And so I had, I will tag him in this video. Can't think of his last name. I do remember it's GG. I get a lot of messages. Where people don't understand. And sometimes I get people say, hey, I sent you a message, you never responded. Do you all know a good day for me is waking up to at least, on minimum, 10 text messages. Hello, Max. Got you started. 10 text messages and 10 Facebook messages. I probably have some in Instagram, but I'm not on there that much. I just decided that I like Facebook and YouTube. So, but going back, so Glenn, I can't think of his last name, but he messaged me earlier this week, I think Monday. And then my business partner, Kevin, has been talking to me. He said, LaTanya, why don't we do, both of us are school teachers, first of all. Both of us are school teachers. We teach youth, and so we value providing information and education to people. Thank you for the digital love. Thank you so much for the digital love, Estella. I love those hearts. And so, in our hearts of hearts, we are teachers, and we want to empower people as well as educate them. And I know credit repair is not for everyone. Let me tell you, I just finished reading case laws, right, as it relates to credit repair. I just finished. This is something, thank you so much, Jamie. This is something that I'm totally obsessed with. It's not something that I do. Because credit is such a rabbit hole. When you really learn what the credit reporting agencies, that's what they are considered by the Fair Credit Reporting Act, credit reporting agencies. They're not called bureaus. I have no idea where the name bureaus come from. And so they're not called credit bureaus. But, okay, someone else just sent me a text. Please send me your link again. Okay. And I'm trying to drive all at the same time, so let me stay focused here. And so a lot of people think they are government entities, and they're not, right? They are private businesses, and they are under the laws of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And we have so many fair acts. You have so many fair acts. You have the fair, you have FACTA, the Fair and Accurate Credit Transactions Act. You have the Fair Billing Act. You have electronic federal codes, right? So many things, so many laws that's in place for you to make sure that everything on your credit report is being reported by following these laws, right? Rules and regulations. with 100% accuracy. Now, I really don't quote the laws a lot, but this is something I will quote the exact law. I will throw you a little nugget. This is something I've never understood. On pre-written letters or template letters, a lot of them lead with, according to Fair Credit Reporting Act 609A1A, you are supposed to verify this with physical verification. And the Fair Credit Reporting Act 609A1A says nothing about physical verification. It's a lot of people that's selling the Fair Credit Reporting Act, 609 template letters, Fair Credit Reporting Act 611 letters, methods of verification. 609A1A or Fair Credit Reporting Act 609 simply states that everything, 609A states that I have the right to know everything that you have in my file, right? It says consumer's file. You can personalize that and say, I have the right to disclose to me everything that's in my file. Fair Credit Reporting Act 609A1A says, that was A1. A1A says that everything you're reporting. All right, Mr. Allen, well, you ought to come and ask your mother if she would like for us to do a credit and cash flow conference in Greenwood, Mississippi, because I love educating teachers, and this is why. And I'm sorry, give me a couple seconds to address this. He said his mother's retired teacher from Mississippi, Greenwood. This is why. First of all, Mississippi teachers did not get a pay raise, right? We did not get a pay raise, but our superintendent is the highest, over the Department of Education, has the highest salary, right, of any state superintendent, Department of Education nationwide, but yet our teachers do not get a pay raise. I saw a meme on Facebook one time that had that a teacher was being rewarded for Teacher of the Year, right, award, and they said the teacher couldn't make it because he or she had to go wait tables, right, meaning that they had to have a second job. And this is why Kevin and I would love to do a teachers conference teaching these things, because teachers are so passionate about learning and transferring their subject areas to youth and young adults that they never take the time to learn the very things of principle of credit and cash flow. And we by nature are teachers. They make a great model for what we want to do, what we want to impose. And it's very simple ways that I help teachers get more money out of their paycheck by learning the difference between allowances and adjustments on a W-4. So let me say this real quick and I'll get back on credit. Allowances on the W-4 is what only employees can claim, right? One for head of household, one for single, one for married, filing, joint, or separate, right? You claim one for yourself. See, if you're just an employee, meaning that if you just have a job, these are the only numbers that you can claim on your paycheck, right? On your W-4 to get less taxes taken out of your paycheck. But if you Google 2019 W-4 or any W-4, you will see on the W-4 that there's a place for adjustments. And adjustments is what you get when you become an affiliate of the home-based business model that I am. So once you combine allowances with adjustments, boom, it's a power couple. You know, we can say Will and Jada Smith type couple, Beyonce and Jay-Z type couple. You combine those two, now you're an employee, now you're a part-time business owner, now you pay less taxes legally, get more money out of your paycheck, you get more money out of your paycheck, you pay down bad debts, you get a higher credit score, then you connect with me, the queen of credit, to fix your credit. And so this is just a concept of what I want to do, because I just took an energy drink, so I got to get in the gym and burn this energy off. You know, you get the you know, that feeling of when it's time for you to burn that energy off from an energy drink. So if I get enough interest, this is what I want to do, because I do have a desire for people to understand that you should not write or send to the bureaus any pre-written letter, right, any pre-written letter or document. I don't care if they're telling you to ask for a physical contract. Have you ever wondered why would you want a physical contract anyway, bearing your signature? Do you know that's powerful when disputing a bankruptcy, because bankruptcy has to have the petition signed, right? That original agreement in blue ink, anyone that files a bankruptcy, and collection agencies. But if you're disputing late payments, if you're disputing original charge off, why would you ask for the original signed contract? See, you have to know what they're asking, why you're asking. So why would you, I'm looking at this sign that said Baseball and Softball Academy. Why would you ask for that right off the bat, right? Why would you ask for verification, right? Why would you ask for verification off a negative account when you're not even aware of let me see, how can I work? When you're not even educated or aware of what makes the account negative reporting in the first place. Let me give you an example. Last night I did a credit report for a repossession, right? This person's repo, first of all, had two numbers. The number was 54 *****. So now this is a partial account number reporting on this person's credit report. Do you know the laws to dispute a partial account number reporting? Because if you have a partial account number reporting on your credit report, then you can simply say, hey, I'm not aware of this account because the account number is retracted, or it's not showing the full or enough entirety of the account number. So I look at that credit report and I read and I analyze it on that. What strategy, right? You all know I'm a basketball coach as well. What strategy are we going to look at? What strategy? And then it was reporting on one credit bureau, but the repossession was not reported on two. So now I don't need to ask for verification or validation. I need to come at an angle that this is inaccurately reporting. I only have two numbers reporting, right? I removed the address that's connected with that was connected with the repossession first, so they can't connect the address with the repo. So that's the first strategy, and no one is teaching how to or why it's even important to start first with removing alias names and addresses before you even challenge anything, right? And so now, if it comes back and they say, hey, we verified this information, or they give you a notice that this status has been updated, but you see no changes, and they verified it, and they haven't even given you, is what we call, a lot of people, this is why I know the method of verification. But did you know, now Fair Credit Reporting Act does state the method of verification, but did you know that another Fair Credit Reporting Act requires them to give you the specific name of the person they contact, the address, the address of the person in contact, who they talk to specifically, and that's not even under Fair Credit Reporting Act 611. So the credit bureaus are required to exercise grave responsibility. This is the terminology on the Fair Credit Reporting Act, to ensure that you have maximum accuracy. And so if you have a partial account number reporting, right, then how is that ensuring maximal accurate information that's clear and concise? These all Fair Credit Reporting Act laws are being reported on your credit report, right? If the account number is partially reporting, if they're only verifying this by a negative address, you could, how do they have proof that you lived or didn't live at that address, right? And that's why it's difficult to remove negative addresses, but that's one of their ways, right, of verification. So you have to know what steps to take first. And so these are things I'm interested in teaching people, but I don't want to go too in depth. I'm not sure. I'm on the fence right now, because once you start having template letters, and then you have thousands of people sending in the same information, and they see it's not customized. That's why I do everything customized credit. And then it begins to lose its power, because now the bureaus know that when the mass majority of people get information, they change the game. And if you're not updated on the laws and everything, and then you don't know how to address that change. For example, with eOscar, which is electronic verification methods, which means that they send your information through a computerized. And I've learned in this journey that it doesn't, human eyes never, the only time human eyes really will look at your dispute letter or your affidavit, your standardized affidavit, is to run it through a computer scanner, because they have approximately less than 1 minute, right, to get so many. They have to meet quotas, right? And then you'll get an eOscar verification. The highest percentage, I think 37% of disputes are say, is not mine, And so I never look at a credit report and say, hey, this is not mine. Even if it's not theirs, then it's a way on the Fair Credit Reporting Act to say, hey, this is identity theft. This is not my account. And that's the way. But just put in verbiage saying it's not mine without the law, then, that's not the smart way to do it, right? And so, you look at all the factors. You remove your names and addresses first. Well, a lot of people don't teach, because it's a secret method that I know to remove it. You don't ask for verification. You ask for your accurate, is the records, is everything being reported accurately? And then you look at it and you see what's inaccurate. And then you say, because this is why this is inaccurate. And for everybody, it's differently. So, I might just have a course, not really providing you letters, but teaching you how to look at your credit report, how to analyze it, and then how to match information. Because if I provide you letters and, after a while, it'll lose its power. It'll lose its ability to produce. The bureaus will know, hey, this is person just using template letters. They don't really know the law, know what they're applying. But there's some things that even if it is put first, right, if you're asking for accuracy of your reporting, that cannot be denied. Show me what's in your file that gives you the right to place this on my credit report. What do you have in your possession, right? And then if they come back and then they do not, give you that information, and then you say, hey, you didn't provide me with the information, but you said that it's accurately reporting. So now what was your method of verification? Right, on the Fair Credit Reporting Act 611, and then on the Fair Credit Reporting Act, who were the name of the people that you contact, what was their address? It's about 4 or 5 things specifically, right, on the Fair Credit Reporting Act 609 that you contact, release to me those people. And then a lot of language people need to know is a furnisher, right? What does a credit bureau say is a furnisher? What is their definition? Let me see, because I just studying and researching this. Let me go. Oh yeah, okay. A furnishers provide information to the credit bureaus, right? Under 604, under the Fair Credit Report 604A, but they must meet the requirements under the Fair Credit Reporting Act 603. And so, any person, like a collection agency, just can't provide that information on your credit report. So it's not reporting accurately and correct, because they have no right to report that information, because you don't have any contractual agreement with them, right? And so they're not considered a valid furnisher. So that's accuracy of reporting. Like I said, if I get a lot, I'm not really wanting to do that right now, but in the summer months, I may do a curriculum, may give you an overview, so you all can stop sending in pre-written letters or verification letters that could possibly lower your score for different reasons. You're bringing attention to dormant accounts, and you can prompt the reactivity on them, or the bureaus can mark your dispute as frivolous or irrelevant, right? Because you're sending in template letters, and they say there's no justification. You're asking me verification. Why? Why? Is the account number incomplete? Is it reporting inaccurately? Is the high balance or low balance inaccurately? Why do you want, what about this that you want me to verify, right? What about this is you're asking for verification? What about this account that seems like it's inaccurate? And that's the part that people need to know. The grounds of inaccuracy and the grounds of verification before you even ask. So, hey, hit like and hit share on Facebook. Let me get into this gym. I spend more time. And, you know, if I'm not going to boost it, I'm not going to pay for any advertise. If I get enough interest, then I will. If not, you know, it still was a quality video that should help you. And my email, because a lot of time I just post videos. Thank you so much, Miss Bennett. Thank you so much. It's ld@fixmycreditandcash.com. So, you know, a lot of times I just post the title. I don't, you know, and I go do what I do, and I don't put my contact information. So if you watch this video all the way to the end, you got it. ld@fixmycreditandcash.com. My website is www.fixmycreditandcash.com. I prefer if you email me directly. Your credit reports in PDF format. Ask me to give you a free consultation, because oftentimes on my website I may or may not receive your documents. I'm still working on that technical issue at this time. So hey, I give you the platform that I use to, you can email me. Your credit report is www.bit.ly/Lee credit check first. And then I'll text you or email you instructions on. A lot of people don't know how to save it in PDF, but you go to, I don't know. I did a video on. So if you want to know, just comment. Right, send me give me a comment, and I'll comment you back on the steps to send me your free credit report for a free consultation. You want to know the cash flow strategies? Visit my website. www.mycashflowispower.com, because credit and cash flow go hand in hand, right? You need them both in your life. It's just like Jesus and a good glass of wine. You need them both in your life, right? They go hand in hand. So, hey, don't have one without the other. The more cash flow you have to pay down your debts, the higher your credit score will get indirectly. And the better credit you have, the more cash flow you can get in your life, because you can borrow other people's money if need be, right? Because you got a good creditable name and report. So you'll never run out of cash. They go both hand in hand. You need them together. Hey, I'm signing off. Have a great day. I pray I have a good workout.